Hello, everybody. Welcome back here to Cardinals Hoops Week 4. You're supposed to do, okay. Week 4 action. And let's go ahead and give it to Valerie. We get a great going with the women's teams. Valerie?
Thank you, Chris. The women's team played last Thursday against Stephen F. Austin, and unfortunately, Cardinals lost 74-62. They shot 43% from the field and made 4 of the 15 from the three-point range. Aricka Adams led the team with 18 points on 6 of 8 shooting from the field, including a pair of three-pointers. Yvonne Maosa balled up with 16 points and a team high of 6 rebounds. Brianna Williams and Melina Merritt each scored 9 points in the game. We had 4 more rebounds than Stephen F. Austin, but committed 4 more turnovers. The Lady Jacks shot 56% from the field. They made 3 of the 13 from the three-point range. They had 5 players score in double figures. Taylor Ross, who had 16 points and 7 assists. Brittany Branch scored 14 points off the bench, while Adrienne Lewis added 12 points. They had 16 total steals as a team. The key for next game is that the Cardinals have to take control of the ball in order to prevent turnovers to keep their opponents from scoring easy points.
Thank you, Valerie. Now let's go ahead and go to Friday night when the UIW Cardinals took on the University of Central Arkansas Bears. Now this game was a good one as going into the half, Central Arkansas actually held the lead 31-28. Now, as these two teams had come out of the second half, the coach Cameron Meister talked to his Cardinals and they got him back on track. They ended up exploding in the second half with 43 points. And get this, they also shot 10 for 22 behind the three-point line. That helped them stay in the game and ended up having them hang around and ended up get the victory at the very end, 71-69 off a game-winning 3. Now, the leading scorer in this game for the Central Arkansas Bears was Jordan Howard. He had 16 points. He also chipped in with 4 rebounds. But I think the big performer of the night for the Bears was Kamba Matthew. He ended up having 15 points and chipping in with that, also matching that total with 15 rebounds was also Kamba Matthew. Now, the leading scorers for UIW, having himself quite the game, was Kyle Hittle. He had 24 points. And he also had 10 rebounds. Right behind him with 17 points was the floor general, Mitchell Badillo. He also chipped in with 4 assists. Now let's go ahead and go to Monday night's game that saw UIW on the road in Nacogdoches, Texas. Now, Valerie, I'm going to go ahead and say right now that this is not the game that the UIW Cardinals wanted to have, as Stephen F. Austin was all over them in this one, and they ended up winning it 84-46. The leading scorer for the Cardinals, however, was Kyle Hittle. He had 11 points. Right behind him was Derail Green. He chipped in with 10 points. He also had 8 rebounds. Now looking for the Lumberjacks. Leading scorer for those guys was Demetrius Floyd. He had 21 points. Right behind him, the former Southland Conference Player of the Year, Thomas Walkup. He had 17 points. He also had 7 rebounds, and he also had 7 assists. He was getting it done on all phases of the floor. Now, going back to UIW, they only scored 46 points in this game, and I'll tell you why. They had a very poor shooting night. They only shot 35% from the field. And get this, we talked about versus Central Arkansas how they went off behind the arc. Well, in this game, not so much. They only ended up shooting 1 for 13 from behind the arc, only 7% from there. Looking at it as well, UIW only scored 24 in the first half, 22 in the second half. Stephen F. Austin, on the other hand, 37 in the first half and 47 points in the second half. So you saw that Stephen F. Austin really imposed their will and again showed why they're undefeated in the Southland Conference, currently starting at 12-0 and 19-5. Now let's not go ahead and talk about that game so much. Let's go ahead and sweep it under the rug and go down to other things. Our very own Valerie Lopez had a chance to talk to Mitchell Badillo about some accomplishments he had this season. Let's go to her now.
We spoke to Mitchell to hear about what kind of mentality he has before going into a game.
Every time I go into a game, I'm just focused on the game plan. I don't really put too much pressure on myself because I've been playing this game for a long time. I just want to go out there and have fun and play for my teammates.
We asked on how he felt about breaking school records and what he hopes to accomplish in his last season.
It's a great accomplishment. I know that it's been a long time coming for this hard work to pay off. So now it's finally showing with the numbers this year. So I appreciate all the coaching and all the teammates that I've had that allow me to break these records. This season we have a lot of wins this season, so I just hope to continue to just finish strong. And then since I'm a senior, I hope to leave a legacy on some of the younger players and just be a positive influence on them.
Thanks for the interview, Valerie. Really good job, by the way. Actually, we got one more question for you. Who do the women's teams play next?
Well, Chris, the women's team played this Thursday against Houston Baptist here at home at 6 p.m. What about the men's?
The men's team takes a quick trip out to Corpus Christi to play the A&M Corpus Christi Islanders in another exciting Southland Conference game. That game's going to be at 7 o'clock. Well, that's all we have for you this week on Cardinals Hoops. We'll go ahead and check it out next week when we have to talk about the Houston Baptist game when the ladies squad takes on the Huskies and when the men's team takes on the Islanders. We'll see you again next week. You gotta help me out with these hand gestures. I mean,
What are you talking about? You got it under control.
Right here, you gotta help me out. Come on.
Just like that.